Hello and welcome to the magazine show. I'm your host, Lara Adigbenro. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely Saturday afternoon. I hope you're all keeping warm and you're all keeping safe. As usual, we have an amazing lineup for you. I'm particularly excited. We have some amazing celebrity guests. If you follow us on social media, I'm sure you already know what this lineup is. And if you don't, what are you waiting for? Make sure you're following us on Facebook, on Instagram, YouTube. Just search at the magazine show. And so basically, make sure you stay tuned to see who we have next. See you soon.
Just because you know me, no. It's that me. I love Motiwa, even more than Basio. I take to let not be missy, if any more for this or less. All the way from Pekka, if any moti, better. Yeah. Talon be mo. Yeah. My love wow. I want to meet be Sarah Kole Wole party turn up on a Friday. Sorry, òun ló ní lágbà kò ríra bá wọn wá lọ lágbà wọn gba dọ́là kílódé. Tó bá ń ṣàṣẹ bóyá tẹra mọ́ o. Iṣẹ́ orin ni mo ń ṣe bóyá tẹra mọ́ o. Àní tó bá ń ṣàṣẹ bóyá tẹra mọ́ o. Iṣẹ́ orin ni mo ń ṣe bóyá kọ́ra mọ́. Dirty December, shey you get money to lamba. If you don't get it lamba, no go dey for wiser. I want to meet with Sarah for the one party turn up on a Friday. Ojo mi jo, obe for ise, obe fa beshe. Chocolo fẹ́ ni kò máa fún dandan o. Ṣẹ́pọ̀n ló fẹ́ ni kò máa fún dandan o. Tó bá ń ṣàṣẹ bóyá tẹra mọ́ o. Iṣẹ́ orin ni mo ń ṣe bóyá tẹra mọ́ o. Talon be mo. Yeah. My love wow. Leave a man still dey record dey go. You get me? All the way for Pekka me, yeah. She go pole ti mommy. Alright. Balu. I don't choose, no. Are you mad, fam? You get me? I love power, to my jet, to my jail, to my day.
Hello, welcome back. That was Dami Blaze Island Freestyle. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so I'm going to be introducing my very first guest, and I'm excited to do so. He kicked off 2021 with a new single. I'm not going to reveal that just yet. Building on the success of his innovative debut single, Gbemiro, which was released in 2020 and features World, the man behind several executive scenes and Grammy-nominated songwriter. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Bankulli right here in the studio with me. Hello, Bankulli.
Hi, how you doing,
Hi,
Laura?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
I hope you're keeping safe.
Sure, we have no choice. We have to keep safe, self-distance, wash our hands, and cover our face with a very nice, decent mask.
I know, right? Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so it's been a while since I've seen you. I think I met you literally like over 10 years ago, and I one incident kind of stands out for me. And this was when I think Ayoshana gave me something to bring from London to Nigeria. You were in Nigeria at the time, and we met at I think Excellence Hotel. And I came with my mom. Don't ask me why. And I introduced you to her as Bankuli, and you were like, "Ah, no, no, my name is Sheo." Do you remember?
That's quite a long time. I
Yeah,
can't remember, but
yeah.
of course, Shehu is my first name.
Yes, yes. And I mean, one of the things that stands out for me is your humility, even at that moment. And I see what you do for the music industry, and even especially online. You're literally always on live, trying to help the young ones kind of like, break out into the industry. So I just want to say you're an inspiration, and thank you so much for all you're doing for the
Thank,
industry.
thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, so before I get into the interview, I just wanted to ask you, what's your earliest memory of music?
Well, maybe age 4, I started singing at a very early age, and the grace I have is that my dad was a master of the church, and of course, naturally, all the children we have no choice. You have to be a member of the choir, and I was so gracious to be able to learn how to play all major musical instruments: guitar, bass, keyboard, trumpet, and some little saxophone. So those opportunities were very important in shaping my mind, in shaping my foundation for what I'm doing now.
Wow, that's amazing. That's great. That's really, really early. Um, of course, you know that there's no way we're going to have you on the show and not ask you about being featured on Beyonce's Lion King album. That is like literally one of my favorite moments of that year. I was so proud. How did that come about?
Well, like I always say to everybody, no matter how much you have a talent, you must always pray for good luck. And I would just say it's basically good luck and God's positioning. I was in Los Angeles at that time to have a meeting with one of my friends, and and I was reached out to by one of my other friends who noticed. I mean, he got to know that I'm around. Vanessa Amadi. She reached out to me, and she mentioned to me that there's some people that really want to meet me. It's important, and I detoured. I was in my car trying to go and find one of the Nigerian restaurants out there in LA, Aduke's Kitchen, to eat amala. So when she said, Bankuli, can you turn back, come and meet me at so place? I went back there, got in, and I met some couple of people that work with Beyonce, and they mentioned to me that they would need my help for some of their tracks, and voila, I was able to get in the spirit and get the job done.
Wow, that's absolutely, absolutely amazing. And how proud are you of Afrobeats and how the world is receiving it right now?
Well, considering that there used to be a time that there was no phone in Nigeria. There used to be a time where there was no Twitter, there was no Instagram, there was no social media. How the best way we communicate, I mean, take artists out or push artists out, you have to do it on a leg basis. You take them from one point to another. Considering what we went through at that time, to pass the message of the genre to people to accept, to embrace it. Looking at what is happening now with the global acceptance of Afrobeat, it's great. It's marvelous. It's something to be celebrated. And for what the genre have done for Africans and people around the world, it has unified a lot of people. It has given a lot of people freedom. It has shown to people that you can express yourself in any form as long as it is very creative and very good. You're going to be accepted anywhere in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why do you think it's so popular right now more than ever?
Well, number one, it's real. Everybody sings from the heart. And from what we know, a lot of Nigerians from Africa, we don't want to be reminded about poverty. We don't want to be reminded about things that are not making us happy. We want to express our happy side, and that has taken over, a lot of the creative space as how why people are accepting it. And of course, you can't rule out the importance of social media. What social media have been able to do. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Trailer, TikTok. People have opportunity to express. You see what's going on TikTok, fufu, egusi trending and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Zanku dance trending. New music comes out, we share, and somebody will see it, download. It has this kind of chain reaction when social media comes into play with creativity.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely agree. I think social media has been so instrumental lately to the success of a lot of artists out there. So, who can you give us three artists that you think we should watch out for? Because we know that you have a good eye for talent. So, yeah.
Well, I'm always very careful when it comes to that because a lot of people see me as big brother. So it will be unfair for me to give somebody unfair advantage when it comes to mentioning people's name. But I always say this: if you believe you're talented, you have to be sure that you're talented, and you have to be sure that you're actually talented. Like I always say to people, if you feel you're talented, get discovered first by your family.
Oh,
At home, you sing, let them criticize you, let them tell you what you're doing that's not right. And if you're doing something that is right, they have to be your first fan. Then the people in your compound, people that live around you, your neighbor, your street, your church, your mosque, your friends in school, your friends in university, and you take it beyond that. And like I always tell people, there's no reason why you should not develop your talent if you know you have one. Educate yourself and groom yourself. I mean, if you have opportunity to learn how to play piano, that will be good. It's an added value. If you learn how to do, I mean, how to get your voice trained, it is important so that you can sing very well and you don't jump into the music business as a mediocre.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, what would you change about the industry right now, the Afrobeats world, if anything?
Change. There's
Yeah.
something to change there that is going to develop. It's the same way. If you notice when we grow up, I mean, and mom, they send us an errand, we get it wrong sometimes, most of the time, safe. And at some point, we will get it right. And when you get it right, you get perfected in doing what you need to do. And that's exactly how I see the genre. It can only get better. It's exploding. It's getting big. There used to be a time where barely can you hear Nigerian music, Afrobeat music on mainstream,
Yeah.
platforms in the UK. But now you hear Afrobeat everywhere. Capital Extra, BBC Extra, Ben TV. You guys have been doing great and wonders. Exposing Africa to the world, and on so many big platforms out there. So it can only get bigger because the genre is mixing up with other culture. Other cultures are accepting it. People that are not even Nigerian or African are digesting the content from Afrobeats.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's just really exciting times right now. Afrobeats has done a lot, especially for even people who couldn't, especially Nigerian kids, I think, who live abroad. And I think Afrobeat beats has actually kind of bridged a gap for them. So that's really, really exciting. So tell us about your new single, Foreign. What's the inspiration behind it?
Okay, foreign is inspired basically even more from my brother, our friend Notes, who lives in London. We were in the studio and we came up with the idea. Foreign, when you talk of foreign now, there's something that is getting picked up out here. bone straight by women. You find a lot of people, a lot of women. They are not talking about Brasilia here, and I think the song even started from talking about that. And basically, the idea is to cross pollinate the cultures of notes coming to Nigeria. Me, that I'm based out here, and we look for a way to. I call it extinct culture, and that's basically the idea behind the song, talking about foreign lifestyle, foreign spending foreign money. When you spend foreign money, it can either be pounds or naira. You understand? And basically, and that's just the basis of the song. And I must say it's gracious for Notes to jump on it, considering that it's very big out there. And most of the time, it comes to Nigeria during Christmas, New Year. He does a lot of giveaways. He has a charity foundation, and those are all the underground elements that actually drawn me to him. I've known him for quite a while, but I didn't know he does stuffs like that. And we're able to hook up, meet up, and we came up with the song.
Yeah, I was literally about to ask you why did you pick Notes? I see what you're saying about him definitely relating with his Nigerian side. I was looking on his Instagram the other day, and he literally replied someone in Yoruba, and I was like, wait, what? He actually understands, or he can speak it.
He can speak Yoruba, he understands Yoruba. Even his mom is from Ibadan. Even
Oh
as far
wow.
as far as I know, he actually supported some communities by helping them set up boreholes, water and water project and stuff like that. So it shows the golden heart that a lot of Nigerians have. I mean, people that live outside the country, when they come back home, they actually want to give back, and it shows the other positive side of them that a lot of people do not talk about. I choose to talk about it because beyond just being in the studio, you must actually, be a role model to people. What I mean, role model, we're all in the public figure. We must be able to inspire people positively with our action, not just with music, not just because we want them to go and download our music, dance to our song, party with us. Sometimes we need to shape. There's a period where a lot of people are talking. I mean, it's a sober reflection, COVID-19 period. We're all
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to balance our lifestyle with the pandemic going around. So I believe him coming back home to give back, him coming back home to collaborate, him coming back home to extend his popularity that he has, that is big in UK out here, and same vice versa, is a positive thing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I love what you're doing as well with music, with Bimiro and then foreign. I mean, how would you describe your sound?
Well, I describe my sound as being real. Just be real. Just be real. Express yourself as it is. You don't have to add too much pepper. It's going to turn your tummy. You don't have to add too much salt or too much sugar. Excess of everything is always a problem. I express myself the same way I am. There's no point to overflex.
Absolutely. Okay, so what's in the pipeline for you? What can we expect next?
Well, I'm working on a lot of stuff. At the moment, I'm working on a project called Chronicles of Afrobeat. It's a documentary. I've been on it for like for 3, 4 years now. It's rounding up, and the idea is to be able to put words together, put a lot of moments, chronicle a lot of stuff that has happened for a lot of young people and a lot of Africans and people that really want to know the definition of what Afrobeats is about, how it came about, what is happening, the agenda, the future, and it is very important to be able to articulate such things for people so that they can actually have a full-blown picture of what it is. It is not just about dancing. It is not just about just singing. There are so many important stories that need to be shared with unborn generations and people. It is always important for us to document our stories for the world to hear.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we thank you so much for what you're doing for the industry. And so before we go ahead and introduce your new video, is there anything else you'd like to add or tell your fans and the viewers out there?
You said?
I said, just before we go ahead and introduce your video, is there anything you'd like to add, or tell your fans and the viewers out there?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I want to say thank you to Ben TV. Ben TV, as a TV station, I've known you guys for quite a while now. And what we've been able to do is to showcase Africa to the world. You guys have done great for Afrobeat as a genre and as a sound. You've exposed a lot of talent via this platform. And I felt, putting up this song, it is important for me to come on your program, to express what you're doing as what you guys have been doing. You've been exposing talent. I remember back in the days, DJ Abbas, Femi, who is behind the scene, Ayo Shonaya, Ronka Pampa. BenTV is an household name. And I felt, it is important, give respect to who it is due. Come on the show, talk to the viewers, share your experience, share your knowledge, share what you've been going through creatively. And so I felt it's important for people to watch the video, know more about what our kids, our talent out there are doing back home, and what we too we're doing back home out there. And that's what the video, that's why I'm here. And also the video is called Foreign, featuring Notes. And thank you for your support as usual.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support as well. And I totally agree with you. So many networks have come and gone, and Ben TV is still here, standing strong. Okay, so with like a drum roll and all the hype in the world, introduce your new video.
Hi everybody, my name is Bankulli. I want to introduce my new video, Foreign, featuring Notes. Please enjoy, share, connect with me on social media, Bankulli, Facebook, Bankulli, Twitter, Bankulli, BANKULLI. Thank you.
Come. I heard that you people have turned my workshop into different things. You.
Wow.
I heard that you have turned this workshop into club, Abi.
No.
Make you tell her.
You don't care at all. See where employee they talk.
Just go back to work. Namdi.
My last time come here be this. Next time na jail.
Thank you.
Omega. Two to tango, four to powerful, three to metaphor. Roger, over.
Baby, yeah, Judy, yeah. Who knew you can twist like this? Ain't seen hips move so slick. Make man wanna blow up quick. Baby, yeah, Judy, yeah. Knew you can move like this. Ain't seen hips move so slick. Make man wanna blow up quick. They cannot block my calling. Cash grabbing, money falling. The car that I drive foreign. The clothes that I wear foreign. All the girls I get foreign. Bone straight hair, they get foreign. Money that I make foreign. The whole set stepping foreign. Foreign, it's foreign. Can't roll with us, you stolen. Can't be with us, you're boring. I'm Lionel Messi ballin'. They do work, I put more in. She says that I get more in. Problems that I had solving. They last for a short moment. Act solid, but they folding. Bad boy Tims have been loading. Securing the whole damn thing. Securing the whole working. Working. I've been falling. It's foreign. Baby, yeah, Judy, yeah. Who knew you can twist like this? Ain't seen hips move so slick. Make man wanna blow up quick. Baby, yeah, Judy, yeah. Knew you can move like this. Ain't seen hips move so slick. Make man wanna blow up quick. Baby, yeah. Judy, yeah. Boy, I fidi rondo. Bobo yon lo jeton. Kotiye so ra. Otu atiri benton. I fidi rondo. Bobo yon lo jeton. Kotiye so ra. Otu atiri benton. Baby, yeah, Judy, yeah. Who knew you can twist like this? Ain't seen hips move so slick. Make man wanna blow up quick. Baby, yeah, Judy, yeah, yeah. Knew you can move like this. Ain't seen hips move so slick. Make man wanna blow up quick. They cannot block my calling. Cash grabbing, money falling. The car that I drive foreign. The clothes that I wear foreign. All the girls I get foreign. Bone straight hair, they get foreign. Money that I make foreign. The whole set stepping foreign. Baby, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to the magazine show. I hope you enjoyed that interview with Bankulli. Okay, so up next, we have the amazing Chantz Marie. Hello, girl.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so for those who may not know you, can you just introduce yourself and let them know who you are?
Yes, I'm Chantz Marie, UK based, Dominican and Jamaican descent. You could call me Afrobeat stroke dancehall artist.
Okay, so Chantz Marie, tell us a little bit about your name. What does it mean? Is that your first and last name, or that's your stage name?
Yes, well, my first name is Chantel, as everyone knows. Middle name is Marie. So that's how that came about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so, with singers, I just always am curious about this. When did you first realize that you could sing?
I realized I could sing from a young age. A lot of people used to tell me, "Oh, you're a good singer." You know, I used to sing at family parties. You know, just casual singing at home. But people always used to say to me, "Why don't you get into singing?" You know, but I never did until recently. I'd say it's been about 4 or 5 years now that I've actually taken it seriously.
Oh, wow. So tell us about your journey so far, how you got to where you are today.
Growing up from about the age of 7, I was into modeling, I was into acting, I was into dance. And growing up, I used to perform at places like Hackney Empire, Music in the Park, things like that. So I was always into the performance lifestyle, not necessarily as an artist, music artist, but I certainly had musical influences around me growing up, and I was into a lot of the limelight. So I'd say I've always kind of been into that way of life.
Oh, great. That helps, especially when you're performing on stage, knowing how to dance, understanding stage presence and
Definitely.
all that.
Yeah, I agree.
So who inspires your music? Like, who in the industry inspires your type of music?
I would definitely say people like Steph London, LMA. They're definitely big role models. I kind of look up to them. Past people, like old school people, I'd say people like Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole. You know, I'm very old school in terms of the music I listen to. But yeah, in this day and age in the music that's on at the moment and popular at the moment, I would definitely say people like Steph London. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great, great. I absolutely love old school music. I would put on old school music first before anything else, and I love Mary J. Blige. So, do you write your songs, or do you have somebody else write your songs for you?
Yeah, I write all my songs myself. It just literally comes to me. Sometimes it might be in the middle of the night. I might have a dream, and I literally wake up and put pen to paper. Yeah, I write all my songs myself.
It's crazy how creatives, it always comes like part of how you get your inspiration is from dreams, you know? It just kind of makes me feel like there's something kind of I don't know, supernatural about it. Spiritual. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah. So what do you write about mostly? What would you say is the theme or topic of most of your music?
For me, I'll definitely say it's based on life experiences. It could be sad, happy. I won't make the song sound sad, but you know, the experiences might have been sad experiences at the time. So yeah, most of it is based on that, really.
Yeah, I love music that I can relate to. Even if, you know, that sometimes you're sad, you want music you can listen to. Sometimes you're happy,
Definitely.
you want music you can listen to. So who would you like to work with in the industry, given the opportunity right now?
I would love to work with Burna Boy, 100%. Naira Marley. I like to work with people that are kind of opposites to what I'm doing. So, you know, working with someone like Steph London might not necessarily be the best thing, because a lot of people say we're similar in the types of music. But definitely someone like Burna Boy or Naira Marley, yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. So tell us about your new single.
So the new single was written during lockdown. I had a lot of time on my hands and I got very creative and I became inspired. So I wrote this song, Island. And he's basically just talking about when you need to fly out and have a release. So my way of dealing with my stress used to be just to fly out to Dominica to get away. And that's what the single is about.
When last did you go?
It's been a few years now, but normally I would go year upon year, normally around carnival time. But yeah, it's been a few years now, and obviously last year there was a setback due to COVID kicking in. So yeah, it's been a while now.
Okay, I was going to ask you what's the inspiration behind the song, but I feel like you've answered that question already.
Yeah.
Okay, so what advice would you give to anyone in the musical industry trying to make it, such as yourself?
I would definitely tell anyone who's looking to get into music to just be yourself. Don't try to be like any other artist, because the reason you're an artist is to be creative. So your creativity is different to another person's. I would definitely say that would be my advice.
Yeah, I agree. And what would you say is unique about you then compared to, you know, everyone else out there right now?
I would definitely say the fact that I'm Dominican and Jamaican. You know, there's a lot of dancehall artists out there that are just strictly Jamaican and they come with the Jamaican influence. I think me coming with the soca side as well as, you know, the bashment side and a little bit Afro beats in there, I think that's definitely unique.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so obviously before we introduce your video, do you have anything you'd like to say to your fans out there, or how they can reach you, social media?
Yes, I'd like to say that you can find me on Instagram at official Chantz Marie, CHANTZ Marie. I'd also like to say, want to big up Warrior for always being there. Want to big up my mum for always being supportive, my children, and all my friends and family and fans.
Okay, I want to put you on the spot just a little bit. Are you able to give us a little freestyle today?
Let me think.
Okay.
Anything,
absolutely anything.
Give you a couple seconds.
Okay.
Island paradise, I'm going home to no stress life. That's it for me.
I love your voice. I love your tone. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, and we hope to have you again soon. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so
dance like I run the place. I beg any girl come test the space. Bad girl stepping out, looking good in lace. Them can't catch style, I'm moving with sneaks. They be loving my style, they be loving my flow. My name don't stop coming out the mouth. East, west, north and south. My name don't stop coming out the mouth. All back I'm out, all back I'm out. What chat about, what chat about? Country girl running up her mouth. What chat about, what chat about? Cause I'm different from the rest. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. My swagger drip, drip like raindrops. I won't stop, I won't stop. Sailing to the top, the ship I can't stop. Snakes in my circle, half forget drop. You don't know already, me, I done the dance. When I come through, the show forget lock. You don't know already, me, I done the dance. Dominica, Jamaica, in all my veins. English boy, no time for play games. You don't know, me a vet in the game. You don't know, no time for no lame. Cause I'm different from the rest. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. No, they can do it like I do it. They can do it like me. I'm different from the rest. I'm different from the rest.
Welcome back to the magazine show. Thank you so much for staying tuned. We really appreciate you guys out there. That was Chantz Marie, and I hope wherever you were, you were dancing and whining and just having a little bit of fun in this really almost depressing times with coronavirus. Okay, so up next we have an artist who's fast rising Afrofusion artist, and he combines authentic Afro beats with excellent R&B. Welcome, KBuzz.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for having me.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm keeping safe. Thank you.
Yeah, that's absolutely important. Okay, so please introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit more about you.
I'm KBuzz. British-born Nigerian Afrobeats artist based in London. I'm here to make good music. I feel like music is food to the soul, so I just basically want to make music for people to enjoy, for people to feel good. Especially in times like this, music can be seen as a therapy for people. So, artists are very important. In times like this, music is what's gonna bring us through hard times. This coronavirus times is very hard, and a lot of people are taking time out to listen to music in their private time at home. So I'm here trying to make good music. I believe that anyone that does music, we're talented. We have a creative gift from God. So I'm trying to use my talent to the best of my abilities.
Oh, well, thank you for using your talent and creating good music. I know that, just as I was saying to Chantz Marie, I absolutely love music. Music gets me through everything, through doing the dishes, cooking, cleaning, when I'm sad, when I'm happy. So we absolutely appreciate you musicians. Okay, so how and when did you decide to become a musician professionally?
It all started in the church. I think it started in the church for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially being from a Nigerian background, there was no choice. You had to go to church on Sunday. And then for some of us, we was forced to join the choir. So music's been a part of me. But before I started music in the church, I was very involved in, the hip hop culture. I used to listen to a lot of Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac and Biggie. But if I put all those great artists aside, my three major influences are Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, and Fela Kuti. So these are the people that I listened to when I was younger, and they shaped me to the artist that I am today.
Wow, that's amazing. That's an amazing, amazing list. So if you weren't doing music right now, what would you be doing then?
I think I'll be mentoring. I feel like, even as I am now, I'm not even, I'm a fast rising artist, but I have a lot of artists that I still mentor. And, I'm giving them a lot of advice, teaching them. And, I'm in a position to do this because I started doing music over 10 years ago. I started off as a gospel artist. So there's a lot of things that I've learned from, music that is still relevant today, So I have some artists that, let's just say I mentor, teach them, tell them, find out the business side of music. Music is not just, about being creative. It's now a business. This is 2021. And if you don't understand that music is now a business, then you're putting yourself to fail, So I try to let everyone know that, go and understand the business side behind music because, especially being an independent artist, if you don't understand the business side behind music, then you're cheating yourself because you never understand how you're going to make money with your music. So I think it's very important for people to understand the business aspect as well as the creative aspect of music.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that's where a lot of people actually miss it. It's not just about the talent, but how to definitely make an income or, like you said, the business side of music. So what's a typical day for you, like musically? Typical work day?
A typical work day would be, if I'm writing music, I'll try to find my zone. But if I was to be totally honest with you, I do it as and when it comes to me because I feel that's the best time when the music, when I feel inspired. Sometimes, I can be in a studio and I can write to music. Sometimes it doesn't always work like that. So there's different ways of being creative and different ways of writing. So for me, sometimes, like Chantz said, she dreams. I think a lot of artists have this. Sometimes I'm in a dream and I have to wake up and, I have to record a voice note and save the memory from the dream on my phone. And then I wake up and I take it from there, Sometimes I could find myself in the studio playing music, listening to a particular beat, trying to understand where I want to take, the creativity on this project. So different avenues how I, try to approach writing music. But when it comes to recording, I've got my home setup now. So I spend a lot of time here by myself and, I'll be recording myself and, just finding myself, trying to be creative. I've got a lot of things that I'm trying to knock off, a lot of songs that I'm recording. So lockdown is amazing because it's giving me a lot of time to think, to reflect, to be creative.
Yeah, it's great. It's forced people to kind of do a lot of stuff that they've not been able to do or not had time to do. So what was the most challenging situation you found yourself in so far in your journey?
This is a deep one. I'm going to be honest here. The most challenging thing is, I said I was a gospel artist. So I stopped doing music because at the time I felt that something had to give. I was in university. My son was young and the priority was really to finish university at the time. Along with the other factors, which are the people that I was working with at the time, I believe that they weren't really 100% for KBuzz. There's one thing that I've learned in life is that nobody will understand your vision better than you because it's not their vision to understand. So that being said, I took a pause away from music and I came back into music in 2018. Though during my time off music, which was more than a couple of years, about 7 years, I was always writing music. And my best friend is a music producer and a music manager. And he's always like, yo, bro, let's get into music. I'm going to send you a beat, write to it. And sometimes I will, but I was just like, I've invested so much in music and I'm I'm a person about principle. So I used to say that let's say I've invested X amount in music, but I've seen no returns. So I said, why would I now go back into music? So what happened was I was in Nigeria in 2018 and I had a dream. I recorded it on my phone. I played it to my cousin and he heard it. He said, yo, bro, this is a banger. Let's go to the studio tonight. I said, no, we're not going to no studio, man. Forget all of that. And he forced me. We were supposed to go to Nice's studio and then we ended up at Scales' house at like 2 a.m. in the morning. And we was recording up until like 8 a.m. in the morning. And that's how I had my first song in a long time. And from that song, I went back to London, played it, everybody loved it. And then I kept recording and then it got to me. I said, what am I doing? Am I just recording music or am I going to take this seriously? And I thought to myself, do you know what? It's been too long that I've been fighting my passion. So I decided that I will continue the journey of music. I believe that this is where my heart is, and you know, I believe I'm good at what I do, and I want to show the world, you know, that I can, you know, create great music, and that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very important to make sure that your heart is there, like you said, and also the passion is so important because there will be so many moments where you would absolutely feel like giving up, but that's what will drive you. That's what will keep you going. Yeah. So tell us about your latest release then.
Well, recently in December, I released my EP, Afro Love. It comprises of 3 songs from, the first song is Rush Us, then Aquatic Love, Mammy Water, and the final song, Love A, Omona Love. So this is out, it's out on all platforms. And right now, you know, we've been getting a lot of feedback. People are loving the Afrobeat songs, and I'm happy that people are enjoying the music.
Can I ask you which was your favorite song from all of
everyone always tries to ask me this question, but my honest answer is I don't have a favorite song. I think my favorite song depends on my mood, but I can tell you the song that I play the most, which is Love A. So that's me being honest.
Okay. Can you give us a little freestyle then?
All right, cool. I'm going to give you a freestyle of, this is a song that I did in 2019 featuring the Zanku King, Zlatan. The song's titled Anything Goes. So I'm going to drop that for you right now.
Okay.
All right, cool.
KBuzz.
So big up to Zlatan in Nigeria.
Yo, Zlatan, what you telling me?
Yeah. Anything goes. Whether na Jollof or Banku, whether na Henny or Grey Goose, whether na Shaku or Zanku, anything goes. Whether na Jollof or Banku, whether na Henny or Grey Goose, whether na Shaku or Zanku, anything goes. Hey, anything goes. Pour more liquor till the cup overflows. Anything goes. Old friend, new friends, roll to the same parties. Anything goes. I'ma be a don where the dons don't flow. Where my enemies roll. I'ma stay away from it. If I'm ripped in Fendi or Gucci, anything goes. Already had a few Henny shots with the bros. Already feeling wavy, eyes all hazy, but I'm feeling like a king. Anything goes. I'ma rock shows. I'ma be the same player, multiple flows. I've got flows for days. These flows can be amazing, but I'ma switch it up cause everything you can be. Anything goes. You can do the anything goes. Even little two-step that will still go. Anything goes. Anything goes. You can do the anything goes. You can do the anything goes. Even little two-step that will still go. Anything goes. Anything goes. Whether na Jollof or Banku, whether na Henny or Grey Goose. So that's
anything goes. Not Henny for me though. I don't like brown liquor, so sorry. Grey Goose maybe.
What do you like? So you like Ray and Nephew, Grey Goose?
Yeah, I love Ray and Nephew.
Premium. So that means that Henny or Grey Goose, so you're a Grey Goose lady. We understand.
Yes. I prefer like.
But if you say that in Nigeria, they will not like you. Nigerians love you.
In America as well. A lot of people like their brown liquor. I don't know why, but I can't do the smell. I can't. Okay, so what would you like to say to your fans out there, people who are seeing you for the first time? Do you have any social media you'd like to tell them to follow you on?
You can check me out on, I have a website, it's kbuzzmusic.com, so you can check me out there. All my socials are KBuzz Music. You know, I'd just like to say thank you for all those that have been supporting me, you know, since I've, you know, started this journey. It's been amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you to Ben TV for having me. I really appreciate you, and we love you for sharing Afrobeats to the world.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks.
Okay, so we are going to be going on a quick break, and when we get back, I'll be introducing our very next guest. I'll see you in a bit. Don't go anywhere.
My darling, show my God name. Mo fẹ́ fẹ́. If you say no, mo lè para mi. Yeah, you up past the pursue. See what you be Tinubu. You must not know to the go say. Malians are feeling stew. Yeah, you up past the pursue. See what you be Tinubu. You must not know to the go say. Malians are feeling stew. Will you marry me? I'm about to fuck your shit up. You fuck with Chichi, you fuck with your life. You get me? Chichi, can you handle me? Chichi, Chichi, will you marry me? My heart, my soul for you. If you marry boy like me, you go enjoy yourself. If you cause my mother, you pack your things and go. If you marry boy like me, you go battle yourself. If you cause my father, it's bye, bye, bye. Jesus! Chichi, oh yeah, go. Nítorí tí ẹ mo lè forí fọ́gò. Chichi ìwọ́ta go. Confirm lélẹ̀ ilé ìṣòro onígbó. Chichi mo fi máa sample ẹ̀. There's space for two but mo fẹ́ lap ẹ̀. Chichi mo kẹ́ mo like ẹ̀. Jẹ́ kí n fò kásẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ kí n stamp ẹ̀. Chichi ṣe máa ṣáàgbó. Let's get high together, it's our backbone. Chichi o like bad boys. Let me introduce myself, my name is Naira. Happiness ma ló matter. Má lọ on and off with nepa. Wọ́n mi sọ pé ká má jà, wọ́n ní kò fún mi son àti daughter. Olólùfẹ́, my darling, ṣùgbọ́n gbọ́ tèmi. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, ìwọ mo fẹ́ fẹ́. If you say no, mo para mi. Yeah, you up past the pursue. See what you be Tinubu. You must not know to the go say. Malians are feeling stew. Yeah, you up past the pursue. See what you be Tinubu. You must not know to the go say. Malians are feeling stew. Will you marry me? Can you handle me? Chichi, will you marry me? My heart, my soul for you. If you marry boy like me, you go enjoy yourself. If you cause my mother, you pack your things and go. If you marry boy like me, you go battle yourself. If you cause my father, it's bye, bye, bye.
Oh my God. Wow. Sorry, I just literally was just told now, I'm not sure how true this is, that Larry King is dead, and that just kind of threw me off. Whew. Okay, 2021, don't do us like 2020. Welcome back to the magazine show. If you're just joining us, my name is Lara Adegbenro. Thank you so much if you've been staying tuned. We really, really appreciate you. Okay, so our next guest describes himself as versatile, as a versatile artist whose musical prowess is rooted in Afrobeats, high life, and soul. And he's worked with the likes of Sarkodie and Stonebwoy. Welcome,
Hi,
Gideon.
Lara. What's good?
Gidochi.
Yeah,
I
Gidochi.
was about to call you by your full name.
It's still my name, though. You can call me.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm doing well.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was so confused by, I don't know, like where you're from, because I see your name sounds like you're Nigerian, but your music, your vibe, everything looks like you're Ghanaian. Do you have any Ghanaian influence or something?
I'm Ghanaian, full Ghanaian. But,
Wait,
yeah.
your last name is Alabi. How are you Ghanaian?
The Ghans migrated. I was told the Ghans migrated from Nigeria, so I think we have an affiliation. So that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Because I'm telling you, I get Ghanaian vibe from you. Okay,
Yeah,
great. Okay, so you started off as a rapper, correct?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
It all started in high school when my friends used to cheer me up anytime I put lyrics together. So we went for a program and I started rapping, and they were giving me a lot of fans. So I wanted to pursue rap, but when I later found out what I could do in terms of music, I was like, I'll choose singing over rap because it comes handy, and I find it more interesting.
Yeah, and I feel like you just get a lot more of an audience when you do that. Yeah. So your biggest appearance so far was in 2018. Tell us about that. How did that make you feel?
So in 2018, my brother came down, JT from US. He came down, and we've been talking for a while. So we wanted to jump on a joint, and we recorded a song titled "Famame." So after we recorded the song, Sarkodie jumped on a remix, and it was the biggest song in 2018, no doubt. So yeah, that's
wow. What does Famame mean?
Give it to me.
Oh, okay. So what did you do before music?
I was in school. I completed University of Ghana. So after uni, I was like, I wanted to pursue music full time. So yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. What drives you musically then?
I think my motivation is love, basically love.
Love. Yeah, that's a good motivation. How would you describe your sound?
My sound is unique. My sound is exclusive to me. My sound is like not out there. My sound is new. My sound is everything. That's how I'll describe my sound. My sound is rich, Yeah.
I know you say it's unique, but how would you say it's different? How would you say it's unique from every other sound that we've heard out there, Afrobeats and...
Okay, the choice of melodies and the choice of content I use, and my voice, my vocal is different. Like, and whenever you hear my vocal, who is this guy? You like to find out more. So yes, that's how I could proudly say my sound is unique.
I can see that you have a huge following now. And I think one of the questions that comes to my mind is literally, where were you or what were you doing the first time you heard your song being played, maybe on the radio, or you saw your music video for the first time? Where were you and how did you feel?
I was overwhelmed because it's a very good feeling. Like, I was like, Mommy, I made it. Like, is it me? Am I the one on radio? Just the feeling is, you can't describe it because everybody wants to be out there. Everybody, like, I listen to people on radio, I watch people on TV, and see myself or hear myself on radio. I just couldn't control myself for the first time. I was jumping all around.
Yeah. I literally was about to ask you, can you be a bit more animated? Be like, it was 8 a.m. I was in so-and-so place and I heard it and I literally jumped. Just kind of give us a little bit of visual.
Okay, like I was home. When the video came on Foresight TV, I was home. I was like, is it me or is it not me? So I stood up I went closer to the TV, rubbed my eyes a bit. I was like, yo, this is me. This is me. Like, I could see myself on TV. So I was happy. I was excited. Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. What's the biggest crowd that you've ever like performed in front of?
Sarkodie's Rapperholic in 2018. After we dropped the Famami, we had the chance to perform with Sarkodie on the main stage, and it was everything to me.
I can imagine. So do you have any pre-show rituals? Like what do you do right before you jump on stage?
Before we perform, my manager talks to me, we pray, and he goes like, yo, kiddo, just do what you love doing. Go out there, spoil there for me. And that's what happens.
Praying is so important. I pray before everything. Even before the show, I was like, God, please just, stay with me. It's live. So tell us about your new single.
My new single is XXL, titled XXL, and it was produced by the Grammy-nominated Kelpie from Nigeria. So XXL talks about a lover trying to describe the magnitude of love he has for his lover. So extra, extra love. That's basically what XXL means. Extra, extra love. Yeah.
Great. So what's the inspiration then behind that song?
The inspiration is me trying to, I fell in love with a girl, and maybe she couldn't see the kind of love I had for her. So I wanted to tell her that the love I have is very, very big. So she shouldn't underestimate the kind of love I have for her. Yes, that was the inspiration behind the song.
So you fell in love with a girl. Have you then told her recently that the song is about her?
No. She has to find out for herself.
Okay, so what can we expect from you next for the rest of the year?
Okay, in 2021, I'm shooting videos. I've released my EP, Mixed Feelings. So in 2021, I'll be shooting videos for the singles of the EP, and we'll be doing maybe an upcoming show for Gidochi and Mixed Feelings, So 2020 is packed, like media tour, TV tour, and all of them stuff. So yeah.
Great. We're looking forward to it. Okay, so tell your fans out there where to follow you and any information you'd like them to know.
Hi world, this is Gidochi. You can follow me on Instagram at Gidochi, on Twitter at Gidochi_, on Facebook at Gidochi. My EP is out, Mixed Feelings, on all digital platforms. Go out there, stream, share, download, and show me some love. Sheesh.
Thank you so much, Gidochi, for coming on the show, and we hope to have you again soon.
And yes, I want to say a very big shout out to Cindy. Yeah. Cindy for giving me the opportunity to be on the Ben TV. So
no, shout out to Cindy Tammy. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. And we'll see you again soon.
Sure.
It's Kelpie Vibes.
Nobody watch you like the way I do. Nobody loves you like the way I do. Come on and put on your dancing shoes. Come on, go get to the dancing tune. Nobody loves you like the way I do. Nobody wants you the way I do. Come on and put on your dancing shoes. Come on, go get to the dancing tune. The way you look my face and I wanna. You all I see when I wanna. The love I get for you, girl, it be by oversight. I get for you, girl, it be by oversight. The way they look my face when I wanna hold your tight. You all I see when I wanna close my eyes. The love I get for you, girl, it be by oversight. I get for you, girl, it be by oversight. Hello, mommy, me chaboba. Hello, sweetie, me chaboba. Hello, mommy, me chaboba. Hello, baby, yeah. Nobody wants you like the way I do. Nobody likes you like the way I do. Come on and put on your dancing shoes. Come and the boogie to the dancing tune. Nobody likes you like the way I do. Nobody wants you the way I do. Come on and put on your dancing shoes. Come on, go boogie to the dancing tune. The way they look my face and I wanna hold your tight. You all I and I wanna close my eyes. The love I get for you, girl, it be fire. Oversize. I get for you, girl, it be fire. Oversize. The way they look my face and I wanna hold your tight. You all I receive and I wanna close my eyes. The love I get for you, girl, it be fire. Oversize. I get for you, girl, it be fire. Oversize. Hello, mommy, baby, trouble back. Hello, sweetie, mommy, trouble back. Hello, mommy, baby, trouble back. Hello, sweetie, yeah, 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 yeah.
Don't you know about Supernova Records? Are you mad?